Chancellor Eisen, Chairman of the Board, Gersha Ketz, distinguished fellow honorees, Chazanim, Rabbanim, ladies and gentlemen. I stand before you in awe and wonder. As President of the Cantor's Assembly and representing my fellow recipients, I express our collective gratitude and appreciation for the honor you bestow upon us this afternoon. I am thrilled and humbled to receive this honorary doctorate from the Jewish Theological Seminary of America. I'm deeply moved by this honor. I have abundant respect and affection for the Harvey Miller Cantorial School and the Jewish Theological Seminary, and I am so grateful that this degree binds me to this wonderful institution. On a personal note, today marks my dad's 9th yahrzeit. Zichrono livracha. May his memory be a blessing, which infuses this afternoon for me even greater meaning and emotion. When I first became the cantor of Sinai Temple, a frequent Shabbat morning visitor was Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel, Zichrono livracha. Dr. Heschel was one of this institution's most distinguished professors and scholars. When I was invited to speak on this auspicious occasion, I immediately turned to Heschel's treatise entitled The Insecurity of Freedom. In this treatise, Heschel includes a detailed chapter about the vocation of the cantor. Quote, "The mission of the cantor is to lead in prayer. He does not stand before the ark as an artist in isolation, trying to demonstrate his skill or to display vocal feats. He stands before the ark not as an individual, but with a congregation. His task is to represent as well as to inspire a community. Within the synagogue, music is not an end in itself, but a means of religious experience. Its function is to help us to live through a moment of confrontation with the presence of God, to expose ourselves to God in praise, in self-scrutiny, and in hope." Close quote. Music is our attempt to express our innermost emotions and feelings through a media that is closest to God. Music is universal and transcends denominations and differentiations. However, it does require of the participant the openness to listen and absorb. It does require of the presenter the lifelong quest of pursuing unobtainable perfection through the never-ending study of one's art. Prayer and music require the commitment of the musician and the worshiper to constantly strive for greater artistry and deeper prayer. Music is not dissimilar to the words of our liturgy, which we repeat and repeat often 3 times daily. To reach the full understanding of great music and nusach is similar to reaching a more elevated understanding of the words of our liturgy and their relationship with God. This afternoon, I stand before you and my colleagues with the opportunity of expressing my personal thanks and appreciation along with theirs, not only for the honor and acknowledgement, but more for the opportunity of representing you in prayer, in teaching generations of children, in touching the souls of our congregants and of those who visit our synagogue. We thank you for the privilege of having celebrated thousands of B'nai Mitzvah, weddings, funerals, baby namings, brisses, and other sacred occasions in the lives of our extended families and communities, and in the lives of our own families. God has blessed us by enriching our lives with the understanding that we have achieved the greatest wealth of all, measured not by monetary gain, but by the blessing of touching the lives of others forever, and thereby, in some small measure, making this world a better place. What I have often said about being a chazan is that every day I have the opportunity of performing mitzvot. Every day I have the opportunity of performing tikkun olam. In Pirkei Avot we read, Mizeh mechubad, who is honored? He who honors his fellow man. Our careers have centered on honoring those around us by inspiring them to pray, by teaching, by preparing our children for B'nai Mitzvah, for being with our congregants and community at their joyous occasions, and at their time of loss and need. Our lives have been blessed with the opportunity of enriching the lives of others by sharing with them our love of Torah, avodah, gemilut chasadim, learning, service, and by doing of good deeds. I want to conclude with a poem I wrote for this occasion. When God ceases to hear our words and the heavens close to our prayers, it is the human voice singing that rises above the din and must be heard by all in the heavenly court on high. For music transcends that which is ordinary and mundane. Music exposes one's soul and innermost emotions, and one cannot escape the very essence of one's being when singing and praising God. God asks only that we love God with all our soul, with all our heart, and with all our mind. Music is the key to loving God and unlocking the secrets and mysteries of the universe. For music is love, which touches the soul because it emanates from the heart. So we, as cantors, approach you, God, with awe and wonder, and respectfully raise our voices in song. Shema Kolenu, hear our voices and hear our songs. O God, may our prayers on behalf of our people be acceptable to you, now